Good afternoon, YouTube. This is Chuck Jones. I want to thank you for stopping by. It's about 12:30 in the afternoon and it's only 89 degrees, so it's wonderful. And I just did the best scrap pickup I have ever done, ever. And I'll go over some of this stuff with you. I don't think I can go over it all. The guy I got this from is a guy who he's owned 30 coin-operated laundromats, and he had two RV parks that he had, and he used to do all his own maintenance. So a lot of the stuff you're seeing here in the back of this truck is that kind of stuff. You know, there's things here like this. I have no idea what it is. It's measurements on this side, and it's got a thing that goes down on that side, and you can adjust it up and down. So I don't know what that is, but there's lots of pipe. I got all kinds of pipe here. He's given me this heater, propane heater for the shop. And not only this one, but if you look over in the corner over there, there's another one. So I'll have two of these that I can stack and have really good heat in the shop this winter. And there's just a multitude of things here. There's copper wire, there's copper pipe. This pipe here you can see is old rusty, and it's way longer than the bed of the truck. Here's here's galvanized pipe and this black iron pipe here. Up here we've got another one of those things that he said it has something to do with cutting plastic and cutting and folding it and doing something this machine here, but he doesn't do it anymore, so I got it. There's some all thread, there's more pipe. That whole tub is wire, and most of it is cord type wire, but there's some just regular insulated wire like this. There's some more down here. There's 3 motors. I don't know where they're all at in here now. There's so much stuff in here. This is one here, electric motor. I don't know where those other ones went to. Oh, here they are. There's one down here. Another. That orange thing there is a motor. All these buckets have something in them. This one has springs. Let's see, what do we got in this one? Oh, I can't get in that one. This one, these are just hangers for building, joist hangers. But every one of these is just full of goodies. I mean, this one is all hose fittings, some of them brass. So anyhow, this is it. Oh, this one says 1/2-inch conduit, 1/2-inch miscellaneous electric fittings. You can see here, these are all brand new. Brand new fittings of all kinds. Knockout seals, little pieces of pipe, PC cable fittings. Not sure, it's a hanger for a light, it looks like. Anyhow, this is good. And it would be good if this was all that it is. And he says, well, if you want this stuff here, you can have it. And I went over and looked, and he lives about a mile and a half from here. And what this pile of metal was is corrugated sheet metal that he used to build his sheds. He built 3 sheds, and it has some of the purlins there that for the framing. And some of them are pretty short, but they're all steel purlins and all that corrugated, so I'll be picking that up here within the next couple days probably. But it was just an amazing pickup so far. He said, yeah, once you get that out of here, come on back and we'll get some of this other stuff out of these sheds. And there's more pipe, and there's more steel, and more copper. I got copper in here somewhere, a bunch of copper It's like water lines for the top of a water heater. I got 3 or 4 of those, and it's just amazing. Anyhow, alright guys, I thought you'd want to see this before we get started unloading all this stuff, so I'll be back in a while. I almost forgot. I also got this brand new, well, almost brand new office chair for my wife. Matter of fact, that's the reason I went over to their place, was to get this chair so she can work in her little place here. She does quilt things and things that with cloth and stuff that I don't know anything about, but this is an awesome chair. It is so cool. It's padded, contoured, like brand new. They even gave me the instructions for the chair, and I don't know, I think there's an Allen wrench and some screws, extra screws for in case you lose a screw. There's all kinds of stuff in here, so anyhow, thought I'd show you that too, because that one isn't going to Salvage. That's staying right here in the office. Alright, be back. Guys, day 2. This is a lot of the stuff out of the truck we've already brought in. All these, here's a bunch of copper fittings and motors and that, and this is aluminum. This is stainless and aluminum. Saw blades. This is a whole threading set. Right here you can see all the dies and the handle and the reamer. We have the whole thing here. So Cheryl's in the truck now getting it set up. That's copper and steel and brass in there. Let's see what she's doing. Okay, there's Cheryl. That's not normal for her to be up there in the back of a truck doing that. I mean, she's usually in the creek doing something. And she has brought all this stuff up here. These are rollers for who knows what. This is a infrared heater. That's the other infrared heater. That's a bucket of something. Wire. Look at the copper. Copper hoses. Copper there. More wire. More wire. Motors, motors, motors. Pulleys and steel. Okay, that's it for now. I've been taking some of this stuff apart, and it's really good stuff. Something I've never seen before are these copper springs. That was part of this device that I have no clue what it is. This is a brass retainer for this. And this has a little lens in it. And it's really heavy. I don't know if this is brass for sure or what it is, but then on this side it has like a plastic window with a lens. And this had these rods that went down. I'll show you. This thing is mounted over this, and this retainer holds them both together. And this was on top of this. And if you look at this, it's solid brass. Nice piece of brass. Brass screws. This is another part of the retainer setup that went in here, and the adjusters were these, and these are brass. I think I ground that one. Yeah, I ground it down. And it would, there's one on each side, and it would push this rod down, and it held it in here with a spring. They kept pressure on this rod, and you adjust it with a, well, I guess I threw those in the garbage can, or the steel bucket, and I don't see one. Here's one. And this is the adjuster for it. I was hoping that was stainless, but it wasn't. But I did get a lot of stainless out of this. A lot of brass so far. And don't know what I'm going to do with all this I'm getting out of here, but it's really good brass. And so I got brass and I've got steel so far. I took a bunch of switches apart, and that's where a lot of this came from. That switch plate, and as you can see various plate retainers in there. But anyhow, just a little bit of time. I didn't spend much on it, but just a little bit. So we'll keep checking in with you. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you. You're looking at this. This is my stainless can, and this is all stainless pipe. Here there's fittings and screws and washers and all kinds of good stuff in there, but it's all stainless. And happy with that too. Everything we got is just really good. So hopefully we'll do well this time when we go to the scrapyard. I know we got a ton of steel. Maybe literally a ton of steel. I'll be back. Guys, it's another day in the scrapping business. I think I showed you a clip of all this. This is metal building materials. There's purlins that stack up on top. Right, see right here. Those are all the purlins, and these are all the sheets down here. And those are 8 and 9.5 on the sheets. The purlins are all various metals, and to get it to fit the truck, we had to take a grinder and use the generator, a little 4.5-inch angle grinder with a steel cutoff blade, and it did the trick. So we got all this done in about 2.5 hours, got it loaded, and now we're going to be going up to the salvage yard and see what they'll give us for it. Alright, I'll be back.
Okay, YouTubers, Chuck and I seen us mining here with the steel yard, unloading. There's Chuck. There's a big old piece of equipment here. Coming over, we'll get out of his way. Steel. Kind of looking over here a little bit, and this other big pile. Holy cow. It's a lot different than digging in the creek full those gold chunks, but hey, we're on to some new things. Hope everybody's well. Okay, we're going to get this unloaded and get out of here. See you in the next time around.
Okay guys, a little bit of a light day. 840 pounds of steel. I had steel only. I didn't have any copper, aluminum, or brass or anything. So 3360, we'll take it. Thanks for watching.